Hello, welcome to Daily News from Marja'iyat TV. Daily meetings of Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Shirazi. The Grand Shia Jurist Ayatollah Sayyid Sadiq Hussaini Shirazi hosts a variety of visitors on a daily basis, including scholars, clerics, religious and cultural figures, academics, seminary teachers, and public groups of believers from around the world. It is worth noting that these meetings are held at the Grand Jurist's office in Holy Qom in Iran at 11 a.m. every day. Imam Shirazi World Foundation writes to world leaders at G20 summit. Imam Shirazi World Foundation wrote an open letter to the world leaders participating in the G20 summit, which is now hosted by Argentina. In this letter, the ISWF stated, "The world is facing many challenges that are entwined with a chain of crises on the local and international levels, as a result of which the fundamental constraints of humanity have been chipped and nations have faced threats. It is no doubt that the sufferings of nations in the Middle East, Southern Asia, as well as some Latin and African countries, have spread wide to the so-called developed nations in the forms of phenomena such as mass immigration, terrorism, and unstable and imbalanced financial transactions." Imam Shirazi World Foundation invites the world leaders at the G20 summit to adopt rational methods as a means to relieve the pressure and sufferings of the oppressed nations. This is believed to be the legal and moral responsibility of the world leaders to care for all nations from all ethnicities and backgrounds, especially at this critical period of history. Fatima Masoumeh Seminary publishes first research paper in Kabul. The research team of Fatima Masoumeh Seminary in the Afghan capital Kabul released their first research paper during a ceremony coinciding with the birth anniversary of the Holy Prophet of Islam and Imam Sadiq, peace be upon them. The research team of Fatima Masoumeh Seminary was formed just 1 week ago with the aim of studying the topics of interest by this Islamic seminary. In the ceremony, the team of researchers presented their study and were given plaques of honor. The ceremony was hosted by the Office of Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in Kabul. Al-Furat Center for Strategic Studies, dependent to Grand Ayatollah Shirazi in the holy city of Karbala, specified the topic of its latest conference to studying Iraq's economic plan of action. Sheikh Murtaza Maash, the director of An-Naba Cultural Institute, stated, "The main issue in Iraq is that politics always comes ahead of economy, and so long as Iraq has oil resources, no one is worried about economics. No one cares for investments for the next generations, and the unstable oil market is also another issue. Unfortunately, we lack the courage and the will to unshackle ourselves from a socialist economy and shift to the attraction of foreign investors in all sectors of our country's economy." Head of AhlulBayt Center visits Hurriya Library in Baghdad. The director and some members of AhlulBayt Islamic Thought Center visited the Al-Hurriya Library in Karq District in Baghdad, the Iraqi capital. These visitors also met with the board members of this library and discussed various cultural, religious, and social topics. At the end of this meeting, some books and publications of the Grand Ayatollah Shirazi were given to the board members of the Al-Hurriya Library.